Hello everyone and welcome to Paris CDG Airport. Today's flight is going to be a rather long one, which is going to take us from Paris over to Tahiti in French Polynesia, which is a route that is flown by Air France in the Airbus A350. But this flight is of course broken down into two legs. So the first leg is from Paris to LAX, which is about 11 hours 40 minutes or so, let's say 12 hours, and then from LAX over to Papeete in Tahiti, that's going to be another 8.5 hours. So this is the first leg of the flight, of course, over from Paris to LAX. So for the next 12 hours across the Atlantic Ocean, and then we're going to spend probably an hour or so on the ground, freshening up the aircraft, changing the crew, and then fly over another 8.5 hours to Papeete. I might split this into two videos depending on how long it ends up going during the editing process, but let's see how things go. We are on the VATSIM network today here in Paris, but it's going to be a very long flight, so we'll probably disconnect across the Atlantic and then we'll reconnect and see if there is any ATC over in Los Angeles. If not, then BeyondATC is going to take over from for our ATC services. So without further ado, let's hop into the cockpit and start preparing for our flight. So here we are in the cockpit. As you can see, we are starting cold and dark. I can't see anything actually, so let's see. Good. Let's just quickly bring up the dome light, and now we can continue with the rest of the setup. Overhead panel, and remove the covers. Come on now. From the heads-up display, and import our flight plan. Delete anything in here, and we have our nav database up to date. So flight plan is imported. We can go to the load sheet, import SimBrief as well in there, and we can say load with GSX already. Okay. Then while GSX is loading the fuel and everything, we would like to get the rest of the services as well, especially seeing water and lavatory service.
Lavatory service has been requested.
And catering. So say new rest. And with that, we can pretty much set up the rest of our aircraft. So set up the radio panel and import our flight plan. And while that is happening, we can quickly go over the operational flight plan here. So Air France 260 is going to be our call sign today from Paris CDG of Charles de Gaulle Airport over to Los Angeles International, cost index of 16, and takeoff weight today is going to be 242.3 tons. Then cruising altitude, initially flight level 360 with some step climbs all the way to our final cruise level of flight level 410, and we are going to ignore the step descent there by airborne. Block fuel today 72.7 tons of fuel plus some passengers. Just today is 289. Add some 7.2 tons of bags and cargo, and there you get your 242.3 tons of takeoff. Then in terms of the routing, we are planning to take off from runway 09 right via the RTX 6 Golf departure, and then asphalt, and then our arrival into LAX runway 25 left or whatever runway in use by the time we get there via the Angel Lima 4 arrival. In terms of the weather information here in Paris, we have some variable wind, 8 knots, and some broken clouds. And temperature is 8 degrees 2.6 QNH 1025. Then for LAX, not going to worry too much about this weather because it's going to be a very long flight. Don't think we are going to find the weather like this at the moment, and even the weather forecast is only valid until 18 Zulu on the next day, and our arrival time there is going to be 21:35, so that's no longer going to be valid. So I'm not going to worry too much about it. Then in terms of the flight route itself, it's not anything too noteworthy. We're going to fly across some jet streams, but they are at low altitude. So I don't think it's really worth dwelling on those. I don't see any CBs as well, so we'll see if the weather changes during our flight. So flight plan is downloaded, we can insert it. Okay, so departure is runway 09 right, we said. So runway 09 right via the Artex 6 Golf, insert, and arrival is gonna be ILS 25 left. ILS 25 left via the Angel Lima 4 with the Hackman transition, and the star, not the star, but the star also has a transition, or the approach also has a transition of Circus, insert. Okay, then fuel and load. We said that we are loading up to 170.1 zero fuel weight, 170.1 zero fuel weight CG25. Block fuel we said is going to be 72.7. Passengers we said we are taking 289. Okay, then we can fill in the rest of the weight components here, where we have got the route reserve of 3.3. Alternate is 2.1. And final reserve is 2.3. Okay, then we need to enter our step altitude. So the first one is going to be 60 north, 30 west. No, 50 west. It's this one here, step altitude. That's going to be flight level 380. And then the next one is Tuni at flight level 400. And thereafter, Winen at flight level 410. And we can insert that. And once that's inserted, we can then request for the wind information and insert it. Okay, then after that, we then go to the takeoff performance calculation. So sync sim brief, sync the weather information, and compute. 160, 162, 166 flaps to flex 64, send to FMS. Confirm V speeds. Okay, so then with that, refueling is in progress. Catering is about to commence. It is quite cold here, so we're going to go ahead and get the APU started. APU start and APU bleed. Okay, the controller that we have online today is CDG. Nope, actually we just have the radar controller, Paris Center, and the ATIS. So that's fine. Then we go the ATIS and request for the ATIS. And the Paris controller is on 128.275.
Ouais, Paris, contrôle, bonjour, Air France 63 pour la clearance pour le taxi, rejoindre la piste 08 gauche.
Good, there is the ATIS information.
Golf 3 novembre, point d'attente Tango.
Maybe let's remove the frequency for now. So information Alpha. Expect 1 Echo 1 November ILS 09 left and then 1 Echo 1 November ILS 08 right. Arrival runways 09 left, 08 right, departure 09 right and 08 left. Seats 6 Golf and 6 Hotel. We do have a 6 Golf, which is fine. Transition level is 6-0. And wind is 170 degrees 9 knots variable. Visibility 10 kilometers, some broken clouds. Temperature 8, dew point 6 QNH 1025. Advice on initial contact, you have information Alpha. Okay, so let's then tune to the frequency and grab our clearance. So 128.275.
Thinking 290 direct to
Paris control, hello, Air France 26, stand uniform 13 at CDG, type Airbus A350, information Alpha, request clearance to Los Angeles.
And Air France 26, I have your clearance request, stand by.
Paris contrôle, bonjour Air France 54.
Okay, we are going to wait probably 2 more minutes. If we don't get the clearance, then we are just going to disconnect and use BeyondATC for that. Because I think I was just looking at the VATSIM radar map and it looks like we are going to be a very long one here.
Air France 26, I have your clearance when you're ready.
Air France 26 ready to copy clearance.
26, you cleared to Los Angeles via the ATREX 6 Golf departure, runway 09 right. Initial climb, flight level 100, and scope 5720.
Air France 26 cleared to LAX, runway 09 right, ATEX 6 Golf departure. Initial climb, flight level 100, squawk 5720.
Reference 26 feedback is correct. Report ready by Ryanair 2862. Stop descend level 320.
Okay, so we got the clearance before we ran out of patience. So we have the ATEX 6 Golf departure and squawk is 5720.
Romeo holding point Tango 308 left.
Initial climb to flight level 100. Okay, so let's have a look at the chart for that. And ATEX 6 Golf. ATEX from runway 09 right is on this side, and 6 Golf.
And 34 Lima, you cleared to Copenhagen, right
direct to ATEX. So let's have a look at that.
Departure, runway 09 right. Initial climb level 100.
Make that left-hand turn and then direct ATEX. Good. I think we are good with that. We could probably want to look at the entire route, but yeah, it's not really important right now. So let's continue setting up the flight. So step altitudes are in. What we also need to do is enter the constant Mach segment, which is going to be 0.84 today. Only question is, where does it start?
084
084 is going to start
confirme le
Let's
niveau
see.
unité 90, 190.
It's going to start. Let's start it at 10, so.
3, unité 90.
Or not. Let's start it at
In 4 uniform
Gomup.
driver, just to confirm, it's the Mobile
So Gomup
Echo, and
is where we are going to start the constant max segment. So Gomup, constant max segment 0.84
Consoleil 4394, climb
and
260.
enter, and let's see where we are supposed to end it.
005, goodbye.
084.
Good, 21 Papa, Brance 133 decimal
So this is
005.
Ogden, Gunter, Lacker, Haken, and
Paris, bonjour, Lufthansa 72 Mike,
Minen.
Bonjour, Lufthansa 72 Mike, identified.
Winnipeg, Montreal. Okay, so we can end it at
Consoleil 4394, negative.
Doug Jackson, Ogden,
21 Papa,
Milford,
133
Winnen.
decimal 005.
So Milford, MLF. So let's see. MLF.
Up 16 Yankee November, turn left heading 270.
Nope, doesn't want to. So insert that then, I guess.
270, Alpine 16 Yankee November.
F1 306, turn left heading 210.
Okay, passengers are still boarding. So secondary flight plan, let's set that up. Import. Import. Come on. And we can set up the pilot stored waypoint for the engine outset, which is gonna be CDG X1. That's going to be based off runway 09 right. So LFPG 09 right. That's got a bearing of 84 degrees. And
Easy
25
14 Bravo
miles.
Yankee, good afternoon, identified.
Store that.
290, direct to Resmi.
Flight plan.
From flight level 290,
Next waypoint,
Yankee.
CDG 1X. Actually not, CDG X1, sorry.
En 378, le vent du 170 pour 9 nœuds, piste 0,
CDG
de gauche,
X1.
autorisé décollage.
Autorisé décollage, piste 08 gauche, Air France
Hold
378.
there with 1 minute leg time.
16 Yankee November, just to confirm you're flying heading 270.
And thereafter,
270, sorry.
new
16
destination,
November.
LFPG.
Air France 663, monte à niveau 260. Air France 663, monte à niveau 260.
Probably going to be 09 left, ILS 09. Return.
Air France 663, Paris.
Okay, so then fix info.
Running at 2862, contact
CDG X1
555.
and LFPG runway 09 right 84.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Paul Lammers. I'm your Chief First.
Lufthansa 72 Mike, recycle scope 5722.
I'm very pleased to welcome you aboard.
Okay, that engine outset is set up.
5722.
Refueling is completed. Fuel pumps can come on, and seatbelt sign can come on as well. Good. Cockpit preparation checklist. Gear pins and covers removed. Fuel quantity 72,700 kilos of fuel. Balanced.
555.
Seatbelt sign is on. Barrel ref QNH 1025. Set. Cockpit preparation checklist complete.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a non-smoking flight. For safety reasons, it is absolutely forbidden to smoke in the lavatory. We remind you that anyone smoking in the lavatory and tampering with smoke.
Cargo is 92% completed. Pushback time, we scheduled
Papa, I've been trying to call you for a while. Contact Reims 133.
17:55, so we are already 10 minutes delayed. almost, but it's fine.
Alpine 16 Yankee November, turn right heading 010.
Okay, boarding is completed.
Road trip 34 Golf Hotel identified.
We have got tower now, 119.25.
Air France 663, je monte au 260.
Swiss 5 Mike Papa, contact France 133.005.
Okay, but boarding is completed, so let's have a look at the final load sheet here and refresh the CG, which is 29.8.
133.005.
133.005, sorry.
Alpine 16 Yankee November, descent altitude 3,000 feet, turn right, heading 030, and you are clear runway 06.
030 down to 3000, clear
Actually,
ILS.
29.8, sorry.
Alpine 16 Yankee November.
Beeline 4 Uniform Bravo, you cleared Lorny 1 Echo transition, expect ILS.
Okay, we only have apparently 4
minutes.
minutes of extra fuel today. That is fine.
Cleared Lorny, expect ILS.
Okay, and with that, we are ready to go. So external power disconnect and beacon light can come on.
260, 278.
Delta 83, wind is 170 degrees, 8 knots, runway 08 left, set to takeoff.
So prepare for pushback.
Let's take off the right 3.
Air France 306, decent altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1024.
Descend 4,000 feet, QNH 1024, Air France 306.
Information Bravo is current now, QNH is 1024.
LAX 25, bonjour, via Whiskey 37, the wind 160 degrees, 5 knots, runway 07, cleared for takeoff.
Takeoff 07 via Whiskey 37.
Air France 54 Paris.
Air France 54, je vous écoute.
Vous pouvez contacter la tour 119, décimale 250.
On contacte la tour.
We have a tower controller now. I'm wondering whether I will be handed over for the pushback, but let's see how it goes. Good. So, checklist. Before startup checklist. Parking brake set. Takeoff speed and thrust are calculated. Is there any difference? Let's see. Takeoff performance. Sync the FMS now. Sync the weather and compute. 160, 162, 166 flaps to flex 64.
That's 83 identified.
Seems to me like it's still the same. Confirm V speeds.
Leaving 14 for
So takeoff speeds are calculated. Ground. Arm the slides. Beacon light is on. Nose wheel disconnect memo on, and before startup checklist complete.
Bonjour, Passenger 123, you identified and proceed direct to Debris.
Air France 26 request pushback and engine start.
126, contact tower 119.250.
Contact tower 119.250, Air France 26. See you later.
Bye bye.
119.250.
On n'est pas copié, 598.
Tower, hello, Air France 26. Stand uniform 13 information Bravo, request pushback and engine start.
Air France 360, push and start approved, face north.
Push and start approved, face north, Air France 26. Okay, facing north, that's going to be a nose right pushback.
Bonjour, Air France 54.
Continue the pushback.
32 à la 319.
Nose right.
Pour Alger, avec l'information.
Okay, parking brake is removed.
Air France 54, bonjour, la mise en route approuvée pour Alger.
Push time
0 gauche, départ
1810.
Niveau 120, transpondeur 3423.
So that's 15 minutes late.
Nous prévoyons la piste 08 gauche pour un départ en RQ.
That's not good, but it's very busy at the airport. Okay, actually not busy at the airport, the controller is busy.
2, 3, Air France 54. Air France 54, code.
Okay, let's start the engines. Ignition start.
Alpha. Caravan 34.
Start engine number 1.
Hello, are you able to depart Delta 3? Yes, we can do it. Caravan 34 Lima, taxi on point Delta 3, 110 right, via Delta. Delta 3 via Delta, Caravan 41.
Engine number 1 is starting.
Madame, Monsieur, nous vous rappelons que ce vol est non fumeur et vous informons que l'utilisation d'appareils électroniques est interdite.
AGC area north. Let's see if we can get that chart.
Les démonstrations de sécurité
AGC
accordez-nous quelques instants
Et
d'attention.
retour bonjour à France 80.
area north.
Roméo à la porte 782 pour une 40 vers Copenhague avec l'information bravo.
France 86 Tango Roméo, bonjour, la mise en route approuvée pour Copenhague. Piste 08 gauche, départ Ranux 6 hôtels, niveau 100 et transpondeur 7603.
Engine number 1 is started.
Mise en route approuvée pour Copenhague.
Start engine number 2.
08 gauche, Ranux 6 hôtels, montée niveau 100, transpondeur 7603, France 86 Tango Roméo.
France 86 Tango Roméo, relecture correcte.
I'm trying to look for the takeoff at the intersection. Takeoff for Delta 3. Parking brake is on. We have a good engine start. Delta 3. Do we have anything for Delta 3? We have Delta 3. 36, 31. And then compute.
356 Tango à la 350 en Lima 33, demande mise en route vers
152, 152, flap 158, flaps 2, flap 69. We are going to take that. Confirm these speeds. So Delta 3 is what we are going to take. Engine number 2 is also avail and ignition can come to normal and switch off the APU. Good. Flaps 2, arm the spoilers, auto brake RTO. And there is the ramp agent showing us the pin. So we are ready to go. Airport nav is not available in Navigraph, so yeah, well, I don't believe that, but there's nothing we can do. So flight control check, ailerons full left, full right, neutral, elevators full down, full up, neutral, rudder pedal, full left, full right, neutral. Flight control check is complete. After start checklist, anti-ice is not required. Flight control is checked. Pitch trim and runner trim are neutral. Ground clearance is received after start checklist complete. So we can then ask for our taxi clearance. Air France 26 requests taxi, and we are able intersection Delta 3.
Air France 26, sorry, taxi to Alpha, Bravo, holding point Delta 3, runway 0, right.
Taxi Alpha, Bravo, holding point Delta 3, runway 09 right, Air France 26.
Inibuilds, bonjour, Air France.
Good, let's go. So taxi light on,
avec information Bravo, on demande la mise en
parking
route à
brake
Toronto.
off, and let's go.
Air France 356 Tango de Gaulle, bonjour. L'info Bravo correct, la mise en route pour Toronto.
Take off config.
LAX 6 hôtel, piste 0
Normal.
gauche, montée niveau 100, transpondeur 57-24.
Very
C'est
heavy.
possible d'avoir la 09 droite pour 356.
Takes a lot of power.
Ouais, si vous voulez. Dans ce cas, ça fait LAX 6 Golf, piste 09 droite, niveau 100 et transpondeur 57-24.
Patrick 6 Golf, 09
Alpha,
droite.
Bravo, and then
C'est correct, rappelez prêt.
Delta 3. Okay.
On rappelle près 356 Tango.
Air France 86 Tango Roméo, on est prêt au repoussage imminent.
Air France 86 Tango, Roméo mise en route, repoussage approuvé, face ouest, ligne bleue, QNH 1024.
Repoussage ouest, ligne bleue, QNH 1024, Air France 86 Tango Roméo.
Okay, so Bravo is straight
34 Lima via Delta 3, lineup runway 09 right, wind 170 degrees 8 knots, cleared for take.
Clear to take over runway 09 right, continue 34 Lima.
Yep, now we're on Bravo. As straightforward as it gets. From Bravo, we just got 10 into Delta 3. So we need to keep an eye out for that. So let's just lower the dome light here, so we can see nicely outside. Taxi checklist. Flaps 2 for takeoff today. Radar and predictive wind shear on. ECA memo. Takeoff no blue. Taxi checklist complete. Just look at the weather. Overcast.
Air France 1654, roulez Tango Echo 3, à droite Romeo, pour la commande Tango 4, piste 08 gauche.
So this is Delta 4 coming up here on the right.
On roule Tango Echo 3.
And then Delta 3 is the one coming. So Delta.
Canadian 34 Lima, contact departure, frequency 121.155, over.
I think this should be Delta 3.
Air France 26 via Delta 3, lineup runway 09 right, wind 160 degrees 9 knots, cleared for take.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 09 right, Air France 26. Okay. Landing lights can already come on, strobe light on, packs off. Lineup checklist. 09 right confirmed. Cabin is secured. Packs are off for takeoff. Lineup checklist complete. Clear left. Clear right. And with that, we are ready to go. So, set takeoff power.
Air France 86 Tango Romeo, roulez Tango Fox 2, à gauche Echo, Novembre.
Manflex 59 SRS, runway, auto thrust blue. Airspeed is alive.
Golf Novembre, Tango 4, 08 gauche, Tango Romeo.
Air France 86 Tango Romeo sera Tango 3, pardon.
Et aussi Tango 3, Air France 86 Romeo.
100 knots. V1. Rotate. Oh. Positive rate. Gear up. Nice.
Air France 598 en Lima 53 pour le retour.
Thrust decline.
Air France 598 0, vous êtes l'approuvé face sud, QNH 1024.
1024 pas de souci, Air France 598.
Air France 26, contact departure 121.155, au revoir.
Departure on 121.155, Air France 26. Bye bye. One, two, 155. Okay, so backs on. Departure is online now. Flaps 1, speed check. Flaps 1.
Degrees and approach for ILS 09 left behind first control.
Flaps 0. Speed checked. Flaps 0.
Legal approach Mosquito to the X-ray taxiing on the ground at Le Bourget to runway 09.
Mosquito 29er X-ray, hello, continue taxi, report ready for departure.
Wilcode, Mosquito 29er X-ray.
The goal departure, hello, Air France 26, passing 3,300, climbing flight level 100.
Air France 26, hello, identify direct to Atrex, climb flight level 190.
Direct to Atrex and climb to flight level 190, Air France 26. 190 and direct to the last waypoint in the departure. Okay, very good. 4,800, we are climbing very slowly. Of course, we are very heavy today. Let's clean up the aircraft, spoilers disarm, and let's remove the fixing for information.
34 Lima, contact Paris control 128.275, bye-bye.
128.275.
Clear that. Clear that. And that's pretty much it.
Land for Uniform Bravo, contact 119.250, goodbye.
Okay, pull altitude or push rather in the A350.
119.250.
And with that, we are climbing to our cruise flight level of 390 initially, or 360 rather initially. 360 initially, and
November,
it's going to be a very long one, 11 hours 40 minutes. So sit back, relax, enjoy the catering and the entertainment. Take a nap. Not a nap, just sleep, because it's gonna be long before you hear from us here on the flight deck. Okay, so I'll see you before the top of descent when we brief for our arrival into Los Angeles.
Shamrock 52 November, descend 4,000 feet. GNX
4,000 November.
Air France 26 Heavy, Los Angeles Center, expect Angel 4, runway 25 left.
Expect Angel 4, runway 25 left, Air France 26 Heavy. Okay, welcome back everyone. We made contact with LA Center, and that means it's time to do our arrival briefing. We have been given Angel 4 arrival into LAX, runway 25 left, which is just what we have filed. We've been handed over to another center controller 124625, and so let's just check in before we do the briefing.
Contact Los Angeles Center 124.2.
Center on 124.2, Frontier Flight 2682, take care.
Center, hello, Air France 26 at flight level 410.
Air France 26 Heavy, Los Angeles Center, roger.
Okay, so we've checked in with the controller and now it's time to brief for our arrival. So let's just get rid of all of the charts for Paris Charles de Gaulle Airport.
Southwest 2805, descending via Rounders 4, flight level 211.
So LAX, and we are looking for Angel 4.
Southwest 2805, Los Angeles Center, radar contact.
Angel 4. Can we see it here? I don't see it. But let's see. I don't fly very often in the US. But I would imagine that the charts should have the names of the arrivals. There we go. Angel 4. Then we need probably an ILS. I think it's gonna be ILS 25 left.
Skywest 3761, Los Angeles Center.
I don't think it's gonna be RNAV.
Runway 30.
RNP AR ILS 25 left. Here's ILS 25 left. And then we need to get the ground chart as well. Good. Okay, so Angel 4. Let's have a look at that. So Angel 4 starts either from Hackman or Dinero. I think we are starting from Hackman. That's where we just came from. So Hackman, and then all the way down to Sally and straight in up to Circus. So Sally all the way in Angel, Cane, and Circus. And then after Circus, we are on the ILS. So if we pick now ILS here, and we say from Circus between 140 and or between 14,000 and 12,000 all the way in. So it's just going to be a straight in approach. I think it's going to be quite easy. So that is pretty much our approach briefed. So let's just set up the minimums and the listen to the ATIS, and then set up the BTV. So for now, let's get the information here for LAX.
Southwest 1307, contact Las Vegas Approach 122.905.
Probably want to put it on auto update even.
Southwest 1307.
And then we are just going to keep it on this side.
Skywest 3864, Los Angeles Center. Expect Janny 5, runway 8.
So wind is variable at 3 knots. Visibility 3 statute miles. We've got some broken clouds. Overcast at 700. Temperature 140.13. Altimeter 3008. Think that is all good. Let's switch that there. So let's see. Wind is variable at 3 knots. So this runway has got
Air France 26 heavy descend via Angel 4 arrival. Los Angeles Airport landing runway 25 left. Altimeter tree 008.
Air France 26 descend via Angel for arrival, runway 25 left, altimeter 3008. Okay.
Air France 26 heavy. Contact Los Angeles Center 128.15. Have a good evening.
Contact Los Angeles Center 128.15. Air France 26 heavy. Bye bye. Okay, we've been cleared to descend via the star. So I guess we just descend. So we are going to target flight level 240. Los Angeles Center, hello, Air France 26 at flight level 410.
Air France 26 Heavy, Los Angeles Center, roger. United Tree 30.
Okay, so we wanted to get the airport chart. So 25 left, we're looking at 071 for the wind. So we just make it a tailwind. 071 and 3 knots. Outside air temperature is 14. QNH is 3008. But I think we first need to set this there and then enter. 3008. Set. So top of descent is coming and we can then descend to flight level 240. Okay, so barrel is let's see, it's going to be a cat 2 probably, category C, so let's go with 107. 107. VAP 132, we'll probably then try to do a full config 3 landing. Move it up to 135. I think that's good. Then let's do auto brake. Why is it saying airport is not available? Did give us that same issue with CDG. Let's see. Airport select LAX. Apparently nothing. Fine, we can still set PTV, so let's see. We pull up the ground chart. 25 left. We are here, so maybe we try. Let's see if we go to landing performance, sync FMS, sync the weather, config 3, and compute. Okay, so 1917. So 1917 is the landing distance that's factored. So if we go now to the chart, we need a landing distance at least that long. Now the question is, what are the landing distances? I don't know. So let's look at the ground chart and we don't have any. APC 1. So if I go to APC and say APC 1, that's just the airport parking chart. There is no landing information, distances and anything here. So BTV, I'm gonna set something like 2000. 2000. And then we set BTV. BTV is set. Okay, and with that we have set up our arrival. Last thing we can do, it's quite busy here, but let's see if we can hear any ATC information from LA. So 133-800. 133-800. Can we hear anything? can't hear anything, so we'll just leave it at that. We just got air traffic control online now, but it's kind of very late to join them now, isn't it? Let's see if we can still join. Okay, let's close BeyondATC and tune into LAX 126525.
Now it's
now we are back on VATSIM.
Great, thanks.
LA Center, hello, Air France 26 descending via Angel 4. Overhead Angel.
Air France 26 LA Center. Reset transponder, squawk 4730.
Set squawk 4730, Air France 26. 4370. 4370.
Air France 26, Los Angeles altimeter tree 008 at Circus, cleared ILS runway 25 left approach.
Altimeter 3008 via Circus, cleared ILS approach runway 25 left, Air France 26. Excellent. That's more like it.
United 935 LA.
VATSIM is always better. So, we are going to Circus. Might as well just set 140 now. We don't have any ATIS information at LAX, but we were given the altimeter 3008, which we already set up. So, let's continue our descent. Okay, Circus is coming up and we are cleared for the ILS, so we're just gonna go all the way up to 10,000 so we can get the nice continuous descent. The approach is going to intercept the glide slope at... Is this going to load?
74 Hotel
3,600 feet.
Ident.
Okay, so we are still not getting any signal, but it's fine. We can do the approach checklist now. Approach checklist, Barrel FQNH 3008. Seatbelt sign must come on now. Minimums, Barrow 107. Runway condition dry. Auto brake BTV. Barrel ref is set. Approach checklist complete.
2 aircraft at once.
Didn't set the squawk correctly there. Was 4730. We entered 4370, so the controller just asked us to correct it there. Okay, so 10,000 feet is coming up soon, so we'll set 9 just to make sure we have a continuous descent. Or let's just go with 7, which is up to Fuela there. The aircraft will, of course, obey all of the all of the altitude restrictions there. Okay, 10,000 feet. Landing light on.
Runway 9. Shall we just depart and contact you after, or you give us the departure clearance?
United 97 73rd Heavy, RNAV to Delray.
Alright. We are still descending via the ILS. We now have the
2482 radar contact, climb and maintain, flight level tree 9.
We now have the localizer and the glide slope, and we just pressed approach there. So glide slope star and localizer star, and we are slowing down to our approach speed. So that means it's go time. So let's just lower the lights here. And let's do the approach preparation or the landing preparation here. Okay, slowing down to the green dot speed. We are flaps 3 for landing today. We have the glide slope and the localizer.
26 heavy, runway 25 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 25 left, Air France 26 heavy. Okay, so Spoilers can come up. Flaps 1, speed checked. Flaps 1.
1708
Arm the
LA
spoilers.
Center, runway 26 right, taxi via November 1 Whiskey.
Current
Aerial.
altitude 2000.
Altimeter 3008.
Taxi runway 26 right via November 1 Whiskey 3008 on the altimeter, United 170.
Aircraft is not slowing down, so probably good to use the spoilers again.
Out of 800 for free.
At 9773 heavy radar contact, climb and maintain, flight level 410.
Up to 410, United.
Flaps 2, speed checked. Flaps 2. Gear down. There is the runway. Flaps 3. Landing checklist. ECA memo. Landing no blue. Landing checklist complete. We are still slowing down. So, autopilot off. Let's do this. Little bit of a tailwind, but it's no biggie. So that's significant, to be quite honest. That's a small component of 2 knots. Can't see anything here.
1000.
Checked. Can't see the runway anymore.
Charlie League 9er, right taxi.
American 307 LA Center, runway 25 right, taxi via Bravo, altimeter 3008.
Okay, now I can see the runway. Can you see any puppies? I don't see any puppies.
LA Center, citation 42 there, because there's any taxi with information.
Okay, now I can see them. 2 red, 2 white.
Citation 423 Echo Zulu, LA Center, runway 25 left, taxi via Alpha Foxtrot.
25 left via Alpha Foxtrot, citation 0.
3 reds now. Correcting.
Southwest 1985, runway 25 right, line up and wait.
400. 300.
Still 2 red, 2 white.
About 50, 40, 30, 20, 5.
Good. Spoilers, reverse screen, BTV.
8974, runway 26 left, cleared to land.
26 left, cleared to land, February 8974.
Okay, I think we can vacate here. Manual braking. I don't think we are given any clearance to cross.
United 1708, runway 26 right, cleared for takeoff.
So we'll have to move a little bit slowly here. There is an aircraft that's been given takeoff clearance. So we'll wait for them to pass. and then probably that's when we'll be given crossing clearance. So we will just stand here.
Seater, Pack Valley 8974, can we just turn left, do a shortcut?
Negative.
Roger, follow procedure, Pack Valley 8794.
Okay, flaps can go up, spoilers can be disarmed, and then we wait. Okay, there he is. Okay. Nice.
Air France 26 Heavy, taxi to parking via Hotel Juliet Charlie, cross runway 25 right at Juliet.
Taxi to parking via Hotel Juliet Charlie, cross runway 25 right at Juliet, Air France 26 Heavy. This is Juliet, you can see there.
November
So
2,
we are basically given clearance to
Kilo
cross
Alpha,
now.
contact Denver Center 127.65.
Denver Center 127.65, have a good one.
Very good.
United 1708, radar contact, climb and maintain, flight level 340, say altitude.
So Juliet, and then we are going all the way to Charlie, which is this one here. Clear left, clear right. So we make a right-hand turn here. Onto Charlie, sorry. And now we have to pick a gate.
American 307.
Actually overshot that.
To Docker,
So the question is, which gate can we get now?
1,700, climb and maintain
70 Alpha. Okay. Now of course we don't have moving map here on the nav display, but we do have it here. Okay, let's taxi. 70 Alpha. That's on Terminal 7,
Location 3 Echo
which
Zulu,
is
Arnhem
right
to
about
Hyper, runway
here.
25 left, cleared for takeoff.
Arnhem to Hyper, runway 25 left for takeoff, today 42
Qantas 12, entering oceanic airspace, squawk 2000, frequency change.
70 Alpha is there at the end. So 72 Alpha, it's this last one here.
Yep. LA Center, good morning, United
70 Bravo.
350.
United 1835 LA Center.
I don't think our wingspan will allow us to park there, so I'm gonna go with 70 Bravo actually.
Citation 3 Echo Zulu, radar contact, climb and maintain, flight level 430, the altitude leaving.
Runway 430, currently leading 800, citation 3 Echo.
See if we can get GSX here. There we go.
November for Friday at Echo Max X.
Loud and clear.
Come on now. I think that's gonna be it. I think that's plenty far, to be quite honest. So parking brakes set. APU bleed on, and we wait for it here.
LA Center, climb and maintain flight level
APU bleed. I think that's plenty far, to be quite honest. You see there. So engines off. This is of course Asobo's LAX scenery. So we don't have a GSX profile for it, but I think this will do. Okay, so engines are running down, fuel pumps can come off, and with that we are pretty much ready to deboard our aircraft. Beacon light off and seatbelt sign off. Welcome to Los Angeles, which is just our brief stopover on our way to Papeete of Tahiti. So this is not our final destination. We are just here to freshen up the aircraft and continue the journey.
The west remote gates in a TBM 930 requesting.
So let's see, what time did we arrive?
Information extra on board.
5:31. We are supposed to arrive at 5:35, so 4 minutes early, which is good.
Center, November 55,
now
Bravo.
we will of course have to deboard the aircraft because it's always a possibility that someone just wants to get off here. Oh, we are picking up some passengers here, so request deboarding.
1 left at Bravo, taxi via Hotel Bravo.
So 122.8 for now,
Hotel Bravo, 55 Bravo's here.
just so we can reduce the noise. And with that, we are busy deboarding the aircraft. I think we might have to do some maintenance here as well. Request deboarding. So let's just switch on the dome lights, bring up the light all the way to the top, and wait for the deboarding to complete. Meanwhile, we are going to then set up for our next leg of the flight, which is going to Tahiti. Another 8.5 hours. Okay, welcome back to the second leg of the flight. The aircraft is fully deboarded now, and that means we can start preparing it for the next flight. So first things we are going to do here is to import the new flight plan, but also we need probably to do a little bit of maintenance. Let's see, battery status, APU start cycles. I think probably the hydraulics, the engines, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Don't want to end up in a situation with low oil pressure for the next 8.5 hours. Okay, so let's see now. We want to start the turnaround, so we're clearing everything and we are going to import the next one. Okay, so LAX to Tahiti, Papeete, Faha International Airport. And while we are here, let's ask for the cleaning crew to just clean up the aircraft. So should we request a cleaning service? Probably not actually, because we might still have some passengers. Realistically, we'll probably have some passengers on the aircraft. Although, let's see. So scheduled arrival time is 5:35 Zulu and scheduled departure is 7:50 Zulu. So it's quite a while, but I would imagine maybe passengers will be allowed to deboard. So let's just ask for a cleaning crew just to be safe here. Request cleaning service. And thereafter, import sim brief weights and balances. And there we have it. And thereafter, we can then say load with GSX. Okay, and with that, we can go in it and import the new flight plan. Okay, there we have it. So insert, and that's going to be LAX to FAR International Airport, and flight level cruising altitude 380 is set. Good. So the turnaround logic is working quite well actually. But let's have a look at the operational flight plan here. What's going on now? Okay, so we go. Here we go. LAX to Papeete, cost index 113. This time around, takeoff weight 225.7. And then cruising altitude initially 380. And step climb, final cruise level 410. Then block fuel is going to be 59.9 tons and passengers 253. Some people got off, only ending here in LAX. Then 6.3 tons of luggage and cargo, and that's the one that gives us 225.7 for the takeoff weight. Weather information, I don't think we are going to need to dwell on that really. We just arrived here in LAX, so let's see. Airport weather, don't know why it's giving us only that. We want the actual airport information. There we go. So pretty much as things were, just that the altimeter is now 3009. And weather over in Papeete, it's only 2 knots, visibility 6,000. You might have some showers, maybe, but it's, I mean, it's 8.5 hours away, so maybe we'll find some few clouds there. CBs along the way, and QNH there is 1011. Might actually get some temporary gusts when we get there. Let's see how it goes. Rarotonga is our alternate for today. I don't think we are going to get to go there unless the weather is absolutely unmanageable there. But in any case, the weather there is absolutely fantastic. Okay, so let's set up the FMS over here. Now, of course, we are flying in the US. We just got our PDC clearance here. Our pre-departure clearance via the window. So Summer 2 via Fiki is confirmed. Squawk is 7371. So 7371. I can't clear this apparently. 7371. Okay, so let's have a look at our departure routing here. So we are going via Summer 2 all the way to Fiki. Terminal charts, LAX. Let's remove these. Do we have anything here? Remove it. So airport ground chart and SID. We want Summer 2. So Summer 2, and that's pretty much it, isn't it? Summer 2 should be straightforward according to this, what is displayed on here. So Summer 2 up to Fiki. Where is Fiki? Should be somewhere this side. Yes. Summer 2 via Fiki, just shallow left and turn direct to Fiki. So shallow left and turn to Fiki, and then all the way to Tahiti, Papeete. Alright, the aircraft is fully boarded, and we have got all our information here on the load sheet. I just realized that when we were boarding, GSX didn't actually reset the sim brief profile or the sim brief flight plan, so it loaded the weights of the last flight. But after the boarding process completed and everything, we just went on here and said set zero fuel weight and set fuel, and with that we are ready to check, update our weights here. 166.3, 59.8 for the fuel, 59.9 for the fuel, and CG of 29.4. And the fueling is 59,900, and the APU is already on. Fuel pumps can come on. Seatbelt sign can come on as well. So cockpit preparation checklist: gear pins and covers removed. Fuel quantity 59,900 kilograms of fuel, balanced. CPL sign is on. Barrel ref. Altimeter 3009 now. But let's just make sure. LAX pending request, didn't actually ask for it. I think that's a bug. But it's information X-ray. So altimeter is 3009. Yes, correct. So cockpit preparation checklist is complete. With that, we can then go ahead and say we didn't have any external power connected. We're just running on the APU this whole time. So we can ask for pushback and departure. So now we then update the takeoff performance, sync the FMS, sync the weather information. Let's now make sure that our takeoff weight is 225.7 as per the operational flight plan. 225.7, that is correct. Seeing that GSX didn't load up the correct information the last time. So compute.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
53, 54, 59, flex 69, flaps 2, send to FMS. And confirm V speeds. Now, in the US, we have got situations whereby aprons are not controlled. So let's just see. We have a tower controller now, so that's on 120950. 120950. That's LA tower. Push at the ramp is at your own discretion. Okay, so push is at our own discretion, but I think given how close we are to this, how close we are, let's see, we have a parking brake on, chocks we can remove as well. Given how close we are to the wall over there, I don't imagine that we can push back there. Best case scenario is we push all the way onto taxiway Alpha where we came from. So maybe we'll say quick edit pushback on the map. Before startup checklist, parking brake is set, takeoff speed and thrust calculated, slides are armed, beacon light on. Those will disconnect memo set. Before startup checklist complete. And now it's time to call up the ground controller now, who is online as well. 12170. 12170. LA ground, hello, Air France 26 gate 70 Bravo, request pushback onto taxiway Charlie.
Air France 26 heavy, LA ground, push onto Charlie, approved base east, expect runway 25 right.
Push and start onto Charlie, approved facing east, expect runway 25 right, Air France 26 heavy. Good, so release parking brake. Parking brake is off.
All engines clear. Start at will.
Okay, let's see the pushback from GSX. Going through the gate, huh? Doesn't even go back. So far I like the pushback. It's working out really well. So we are going to start the engines now. Ignition start. And start engine number 1. Thrust levers are not at idle. Correcting that. Air France 26 Heavy, request taxi.
Air France 26 Heavy, runway 25 right, taxi via Bravo, LA altimeter 3010.
Runway 25 right, taxi via Bravo, altimeter 3010, Air France 26 Heavy. Okay, we are given taxi via Bravo, so that means we have to swing over. Okay, parking brake off and let's go.
And Los Angeles ground, Finnair 2, put your start complete. We're ready to taxi 24 left.
Finnair 2, heavy runway 24 left, taxi via Kilo Echo, LA
altimeter is 3010 now.
Okay, 24 left via Kilo Echo and altimeter 3010.
Switch on the taxi light there and swing over to Bravo. Of course, nothing is going to show up here, is it? This is a runway. We actually should go there. Marking is not very clear, is it? The good thing is, at least with runways, there will be those big lines that clearly tell you that you're about to enter an active runway here, plus the red markings with the runway numbers as well. And they just prevented us from going onto that runway there. So we are on Bravo now.
Contact LA Tower 120.95 will be.
Contact LA Tower 120.95, Air France 26 Heavy. One 2095. LA Tower, hello, Air France 26 Heavy, ready for departure runway 25 right.
Air France 26 Heavy, LA Tower, hello, runway Docker 10, correction wind 2305, runway 25 right for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff runway 25 right, Air France 26 Heavy. Okay. Line up. Line up checklist. Cabin is ready. Takeoff runway is confirmed. Packs are off. Line up checklist is complete. And with that, let's go. Manflex 69, SRS, runway, auto thrust blue, airspeed alive. $80 knots. V1, rotate. Oh, a little bit of a crosswind there. Positive rate. Gear up.
France 26 Heavy Connect, LA Center 126.52, okay.
Was that for us? I think it was for us.
Los Angeles Tower, good morning. Finnair 2, we're on taxiway Echo for
autopilot.
France 26 Heavy Connect, LA Center 126.52.
Contact LA Center 126.52, Air France 26 Heavy. Bye bye. Yeah. 126.52.
Los Angeles Tower, Finnair.
Not valid? Really? 126.52 is not valid? Flaps 1, speed checked. Flaps 1. Come on now.
Go rate for Finnair 2.
126.525. 126.520. Seriously? 126.525 then.
Then via Ironman 2, FedEx 447 Heavy.
447
okay,
Ontario.
Flaps 0, speed checked. Flaps 0.
Altimeter 3011.
Copy, 447 Heavy.
LA Center, hello, Air France 26 Heavy, passing 2,700, climbing to 5,000.
Air France 26 LA Center, radar contact, climb and maintain, flight level 380.
Climb and maintain, flight level 380, Air France 26 Heavy. 380 is going to be our initial cruising altitude today. 380. 9,500. Soon we can we'll be passing 10,000 feet, so we can just free the passengers and switch off the landing lights as well. 10,000 feet.
Number 72 Mike Echo,
that's
radar
it.
contact, climb and maintain 1,000, say altitude lead.
So let's brace ourselves for another 8.5 hour journey over to Tahiti. So sit back, relax, enjoy the remaining leg of the flight, and I'll see you at the top of descent when we brief for our arrival. Air France 26 Heavy, ready for descent. Asoki 4 Kilo, runway 04, descend to flight level 250, Air France 26 Heavy.
Air France 26 Heavy, descend to 9,000 feet, QNH 1012.
Descend to 9,000 feet, QNH 1012, Air France 26 Heavy. Alright, we are a couple of miles to our destination and it's time to brief for our arrival. As you can see, the weather in the area is going to be a little bit rough on us today. So let's have a quick look at our terminal arrival chart here. We have been given Asoki 4 Kilo arrival just as we have filed for runway 04. Which is a straight-in arrival going in all the way up to the runway, but the runway that we are landing on today is from the opposite side, so I think we are going to probably get some radar vectors when we get handed over to the approach controller, and because we are going to have to land from the other direction. And arrival, we are planning for the ILS Zulu, runway 04. And that should be well in honor via Ovini, so we'll have to get some radar vectors to Ovini and then turn around and do the landing. So let's go ahead and set up the FMS here. So performance, approach, and wind is 05013 knots. 13 knots, so that is quite windy. Temperature is, let's see here, temperature is 24. Altimeter is back in hectopascals and it is going to be 1012. V approach 133, we'll do a config 3 landing again today. But as you can see, there is quite a bit of wind gusting 30 knots even. So it's going to be quite a rough landing with some showers there as well. I think we are rather gonna go with full config landing because of the wind gusts over there. Okay, we have intercepted the profile. We should be reaching the airport anytime soon, but we won't be able to see anything, I don't think. So then let's look at the baro. If we get RNAV, or not RNAV but ILS Zulu, we're gonna have to set 260 as our minimum today. Baro 260. So baro 260, and with that we are set. Can we use BTV now? This is still going to say that the airport is not in the database. I know it's in the database. I've used it before, but I guess this system just doesn't want to work today. So we can have a look at the airport chart. And then we can have a look at, we are going to land on runway 04. So if we are gonna go 2311, so that will take us up to there at least. So 2311. For BTV. Exit at 2311. No? Doesn't want to. 2311. Doesn't want to. Okay, so then it's fine. It's just gonna be 2620. There are some showers of rain, so maybe it's not dry. Let's go with wet. And then set auto brake BTV. Okay, we are overflying the airport now at flight level 250. I think we are being way too high. Actually, we were given already up to 9,000 feet. Contact Tahiti approach 121.3, Air France 26 Heavy. Totally forgot that we have to descend up to 9,000 feet there. That's all set now. 1213. Tahiti approach, hello, Air France 26 Heavy, passing flight level 236, descending to 9,000 feet. QNH is 1012.
Air France 26 Heavy, Tahiti approach, QNH 1012, expect the RNAV runway 04 with the Carno transition.
Please say again for Air France 26 Heavy.
Air France 26 Heavy, Tahiti approach, QNH 1012, expect the RNAV runway 04 with the Carno transition.
Expect RNAV runway 04 with the Carno transition, QNH 1012, Air France 26 Heavy. Okay, so we didn't get ILS, we got RNAV. So let's see now. 04 RNAV. Insert. Descend to 3,000 feet. Air France 26 Heavy. Proceed direct to Carno, cross Carno at or above 3,000 feet, cleared RNAV approach runway 04, Air France 26 Heavy. Okay, so we are going to have to vector ourselves here, so we're just gonna make a left-hand turn while we make that descent to 3,000 feet. It is over open water, so we can just switch on the terrain or navigation display on the other side, but there is no high terrain around, so we're just going to make that U-turn there. We are gonna then say direct to Carno, but with course of 041. Is that going to work? Let's see. Insert. Yes, I think it will. So we make a right-hand turn now to intercept that course. QNH 1012. So we're gonna go then and say performance, activate approach phase so we can slow down even more. Good, we can't see anything down because we are still in the clouds. Speed brake still fully extended, of course. Alright, we just passed Caro now and the rain is coming, so we're just gonna set intermittent slow. We'll probably get through the rain anyway. So 3,000 feet, we have approach armed and everything is set for the landing. Auto brake is BTV. Okay, time right now 15:51 Zulu. We are supposed to land at 16:15, so I think we are still okay. Even though we were 15 minutes late or 10 minutes late from Los Angeles. F-Lock Star. I'm a little bit nervous about the wind, but let's see, especially those gusts. Go around altitude today is going to be 5,000 feet. Okay, flaps 1, speed checked, flaps 1. Gonna arm the spoilers. So start descending soon. Absolutely nothing to see still. Flaps 2, speed checked, flaps 2. We are doing a full config landing today. So as soon as we start descending on the glide, then we call gear down and flaps 3. Ooh, thunderstorms. Then the red spot. We still have the terrain and navigation display on the other side, but there's nothing to see, apparently. So descent is starting soon.
Air France 26 Heavy, contact Tahiti Tower 118.1, have a good morning.
Air France 26 Heavy, contact Tahiti Tower 118.1, bye bye. FGS star. So, gear down, landing light on. Tahiti Tower, hello Air France 26 Heavy on the RNAV runway 04. Flaps 3, speed checked, flaps 3.
Air France 26 Heavy, Tahiti Tower, wind 050 at 13, runway 04 clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 04, Air France 26 Heavy. Wow, so I think we are gonna have to go with fast because I can see there is a lot of rain over the airport there. Landing checklist. Runway condition is set to wet, PTV set. Oh, actually this was the approach checklist. Landing checklist. ECA memo, landing no blue, landing checklist complete. Most of the wind is a headwind, of course. Will we be able to see the runway before the minimums of bar of 630? Let's hope so. Maybe we can do fine with low bypass. But I just get the feeling that that's going to be very, very strong rain there. We basically have a storm over the airport. Autopilot off. I am quite nervous about this landing in this kind of condition. That means we just have to trust our instruments because we might not be able to see anything. Absolutely nothing visible still. Okay, there's a horizon coming. Okay, there's the runway coming in sight. You can see the runway now.
Minimum.
Continue.
$500. 400.
Actually not. What I thought I saw was that boat over there, but we can't see the runway now with the puppies. It's 2 red, 2 white. Wow, okay. No, we are below 1,000 feet per minute descent rate.
60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 5.
Whoa! Reverses. Diesel, BTV. And spoilers. That was a rough one. $60 knots and manual braking. Exit next available taxiway, Air France 26 Heavy. Can probably turn around here. Yes, I think we can. Wow, this is absolutely brutal weather to land in. Will we even be able to steer this aircraft on the ground today? I have some doubts. Yeah, it's probably a very terrible idea to try and turn around here. I don't think we are going to be able to make that exit. So let's just go all the way to the end of the runway. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay, let's see if we can make that turn here. This is a lot wider. But the ground is absolutely soaking. So that layer of water just won't let us turn easily. Just look at that. Oof. Don't think we are gonna be able to make it off this runway today. Ooh, finally. Okay, so APU start. Flaps we can retract and disarm the spoilers. So we did have I would say a little bit of a hard landing, but in this kind of condition I think I will take it. Because just look at the layer of water on the runway. 1.03 G's on touchdown. I'll take that. I will absolutely take that. Now we have to pick a gate. Probably going to pick gate number 2 or stand number 2. Let's see. That's going to be here. Let's say parking 2 Alpha.
Aircraft be advised information Sierra now current. QNH 1011.
Okay, so not here, but the next one. I don't imagine that we have a ground controller at an airport this small, so I think we are just gonna stick with the same controller. up to the apron. Okay, so this is number 2. There is sure. Air France 26 Heavy, request taxi to stand number 2. Maybe they will just remove that aircraft over there. There are very few parking spots.
Unfortunately, Gate 2 Sierra Tango Alpha November Delta isn't available at this airport.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Ramp to Alpha.
Request ramp 2 Alpha, Air France 26 Heavy.
Good.
Air France 26 Heavy, ramp 2 Alpha. Taxi at pilot's discretion.
Ramp 2 Alpha, taxi at pilot's discretion, Air France 26 Heavy. Okay, good. All lights off now. We did choose 2 Alpha, but I do not see any Marshallah. Oh, there they are, hiding in the bushes, I guess. Yeah, I think we are gonna end it here. Parking brake set. APU bleed. Wipers off. APU bleed. Engines off. Welcome to Papeete. Far International Airport. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. So, fuel pumps off, and let's switch off the beacon light and start deboarding the aircraft. Arrival time 16:06, which is 10 minutes early. Excellent. The landing and the approach itself was a bit rough, but we made it in one piece. That's what's important. Good. Parking checklist. Parking brake or chocks. Parking brake is set. Wing lights, we didn't use it today. Checklist is complete. And request deboarding of the aircraft. Good. This was a long flight today, all the way from Paris. 11 hours 40 minutes to LAX Los Angeles, and then another 8.5 hours over to Papeete. I think this is the longest one I've done yet. Okay, let's have a look outside and see how the deboarding process is going, and also let's check out the scenery of Far International Airport. The rain is absolutely merciless today. Just look at that. Wow. Look at the livery of that Air Tahiti Nui airline over there, Boeing 787. The scenery is very beautiful. I'm looking forward to flying over here again, actually. Hopefully next time in much better weather than this. The interesting part is we are deboarding the aircraft with all of this rain coming down, and there isn't any kind of rain protection or anything like that. Wow. Well, what can you do? Okay, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed that flight, and I hope to see you on the next one.